Hello, I turned my mic on. I remember to turn my mic on. I know I was muted for a second, but I turned my mic on. Hi, everybody. Hi, Daya. Hi, Foggy. Hi, Lucan. Hi, Nitro. Did I miss anybody? Yeah, I think I got everybody. No, not muted. I was muted. I will say that I forgot to tap at the top of my mic. I almost just tapped it and turned it off. I forgot to type. I typed the top of my mic. I haven't even, can you tell I haven't taken the gum yet? I have 3 tablets of caffeine gum in my hand right now. I just haven't taken it because I wanted to time how long it would take to see any change, if there was any change. That's what I wanted to see. I don't think there's gonna be only 3. I have 6. I'm not wasting them all. Okay, so in theory, these 3 tablets of gum are going to equal 1 tablet of the new stuff that I was recommended by Foggy. So everyone blame Foggy if it doesn't work. But in theory, this should be equal to the new stuff. So it's there. Make it 9. I only have 6. And I'm not putting 6 large pieces of gum into my mouth. I'll take 3. I've only taken up to 2 before. So we'll see. Go buy more. There's stuff coming from Amazon that's stronger, so we can take 1. Okay, we have that. Did also realize I think I forgot to turn power wash on my gaming setup. Like, it's open, but I'll need to mess with some settings for 1 second to turn that on. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna take the gum. It's 11:01. We'll see if there's any change. I'm very tired right now. I don't know why my throat feels kind of gummy. This probably isn't gonna help. I think it was lack of water yesterday, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and let me just, oh my god, that's a lot of gum. All right, well, I apologize for chewing gum while talking, but we're gonna see if this works or not. Let me go to the other screen and we will, we'll see. Hopefully it works. God. Oh, it's on! Okay. Move some stuff around. I know for a fact I forgot to turn this on last time, so, or right before stream started. It's happy it's still set up. Let me know if there's audio. I think I may have turned the audio off. Not that I hear any audio. Yeah, I think I did. Let me get the audio set up. No, you're not getting water ASMR, Foggy. You're not. Takes an average of 15 minutes for caffeine to kick in. That change from person to person, though. We'll see if there's any change whatsoever. I mean, you guys will have to be the ones to point out. No, we don't want Dead by Daylight audio. We want Power Wash audio. Let's turn off any other audio so we don't get, like, double feedback if something's set up wrong, which I bet it is. Yeah, we don't need lockdown audio. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I think we're set. Hopefully everything's a decent enough, sound, and we'll be fine. Do we want big stuff or little stuff? We have options. Okay. Can we do this? Is it just a similar? No, it wasn't even similar. Okay. Skate park? We want the skate park. Turn up the audio. Let's have a water ASMR. We'll have pressure washing ASMR, okay? Skate park. All right. This is gonna suck. Be prepared to only say one thing this entire stream, guys. Yeah, because it's freaking massive. Look at this thing. I have to do everything. All right, we're gonna see if we can just cheese it with the bigger nozzle, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Is there a bigger one than this? All right, thank God. We're gonna do the floor first because that's the part I'm most scared of. And once the floor is done, then we'll keep going. Wait, can I use this one? I can use that one. Is there a bigger one? No. Okay. Since it's so large, do I need to worry about getting every speck of dust, or can I just cheese it? Anyway, guys, you should be happy to know that I didn't put ketchup on my tacos yesterday. We had Barria tacos at home for the first time. They were pretty okay. I didn't put ketchup on it though, even though my mind was screaming for me to. You should be proud. You should be proud. You should be proud. You had burgers? Well, I wanted a burger, but the taco was good. I'm not gonna diss the taco just because I wanted a burger. Is that a common thing? So I would say it's a common thing. Do I have a job outside streaming? No. Unless you count dog sitting on occasion. No. I am a full-time college student. At least for until the end of my final semester. Most likely, I'm gonna have to find one after this. Actually, it's a guarantee. Unless streaming can become a full-time job within 2 months, I have to find a real job after this. I'll still keep streaming, though. That's not gonna change anything. It's weird? I'm not weird. Foggy, I'm not weird. I like ketchup. Ketchup makes things sweet. It makes my tacos sweet. Why wouldn't you want a sweet taco, huh? You have something against sweet tacos? Hmm? What? What, Lucan? What? You put salsa on some things, like chips. Why can't you put ketchup on a taco? It's still tomato-based. Sounds disgusting? It's not, though. It's perfectly fine. Where's the... There it is. I can't tell the difference between the dirt and the shadow. I know I could hit tab, but I don't want to be blinded by yellow. You're tweaking? It's just ketchup on a taco! What is wrong with ketchup on a taco? Again, for anyone who is not aware, I am chewing on gum right now, so I apologize if even my speech sounds muffled or anything. Like, I always try and tuck it into my cheek whenever I'm about to speak, but, I do apologize. I want to see how long it takes caffeine to take into effect. Although I can already say my mind feels a lot clearer. And I don't know if that's just because I'm waking up actually having to talk. Because, like, I kind of woke up at, like, 9. And then I forgot to text. I immediately opened YouTube. And then put on a video and opened up Cookie Run. And then that was my morning. It's a crime against food? No, it's not. Let me take the drink. Hello, Jovi. Welcome in, Jovi. Let me take the drink really quick. Sip, sip, and thank you. I just realized you stole my horns. I can't see my own model right now, so whatever you guys do to it, you guys are enjoying all on your own. Let me, I want to do, like, the fancy patterns, but I know I'm never going to be able to commit to the fancy patterns in the dirt. So you guys get boring straight lines. I'm gonna try not to get every speck of dust, and I'm gonna see if that's enough to get it to, like, auto clean. That's quite. Yeah. You're scared though? Wait, Lucan, what are you scared of? Is it the ketchup on tacos or is it the poems? Because either way, you shouldn't be scared. If anything, you should try the ketchup on tacos. As long as it's like Heinz ketchup. It's gotta be Heinz ketchup. Other ketchup, I'll admit, that's gross. Except like Del Taco ketchup. Del Taco ketchup's pretty decent. But, you know, whatever. Trying to think of if there's actually any other stories that I have to tell at the moment. When it comes to that, though, I can't really think of any necessarily. This also count as a gallery? No. So I do need to clean up the dirty lines. Because, like, sadly, I haven't really been doing much. I don't think that is a surprise to anybody, but, like, it's like, okay, I have homework. Okay, we're still remodeling a bathroom. Okay, what else is going on? School. Has anything exciting happened at school? No, I kind of shoved it all into a video, and that's like the whole semester's worth of random school stories. Like, no one's tried to bug me recently with clipboards. I'm very grateful for that. No one's done anything, like, absurdly weird. It's just been normal. Try mustard and mayo on tacos? I don't know about mustard. Mayo and ketchup on tacos. Now that is not a bad combo. I'll give you that. That's fine. Thousand Island on tacos just makes it taste like a burger. So that's also not bad. I don't know what else isn't bad though. That's really all I've tried. Truthful, actually, no, I don't think I've ever put barbecue on tacos. Although I can't imagine some barbecues actually probably taste pretty good on tacos. Like, really, the tacos are just everything that's in a burger, aka burger logic, which I won't get into for the sanity of all of you peoples. But it's still good. Where the hell, what else counts as the gallery? Hot dog is a sandwich? A hot dog is a burger. A sandwich is also a burger. So, you know, I'll agree to disagree that everything is a burger. We don't need to get into burger logic, but that is the truth. You sound disgraceful? What makes it disgraceful? Where the hell is this dirt on the floor? Am I missing a piece of the gallery? Is the gallery on the other side? No. What else counts as the gallery? There's nothing left. Am I missing some, like, really big piece? What else is the gallery? Hello? That's why I was scared of the skate park. It's not dirty. I don't know, get the bench and then we'll go back to it. I guess since I can't think of any stories, does anyone have a topic, like, that they want me to try and address? Like, I don't know, like, if anyone, like, bowling hasn't had anything that I can think of, but, like, maybe if someone really wants to hear about it, I would have something to say about it. Actually, I take that back. There is one thing that happened in bowling. We had, our teacher, okay, how do I phrase this? Our teacher was kind and gave us last Friday as an optional day because the week before, like, half the class didn't show up. And that's, that was the fun part. Like, half the class didn't show up. So class was really quick. So he's like, okay, this is the Friday before spring break. People aren't going to show up anyway. Let's make it optional so the people who do show up can get, like, extra, like, makeup points. Because for the class, you need to attend a certain, or do a certain amount of games. And it's, like, 3 games every week, or you can add an extra and do 4 games every, whatever. You have to do a certain amount of games every week to get your average so that, you know, you can show that you improved or whatever. Fine. I knew that I was going to miss Level Up Weekend, because hell no, I'm not sticking around for bowling when, you know, I've already paid to go to Level Up. So, whatever, that was a thing, and I went. I showed up like an hour early, as I normally do. Teacher was there. Teacher's like, okay, 2 other kids said they were going to come. I'm like, fine, perfect, 3 kids, perfect. Come to find out, those 2 never showed up. We got 1 extra guy, and there was only 3 of us. The teacher, me, and 1 other kid. And we were out of there. We did 3 games in like 20 minutes, and it was fun. I did god-awful in those games, but it was fun. Yeah. Encourage Lucan to man up. Lucan, you should do stuff. You should do whatever good, you should do good things. That's what you should do. That's what you should do, Lucan. I didn't read enough to find out what was actually going on. Hi, Scales! Welcome in, Scales! I also need to check, Scales, what day is the 18th? Like, what day of the week is the 18th? Because my brain is not braining on what day the 18th is. Hasn't read messages of what I'm scared of? Wait, what are you scared of? How much Foggy stinks? You're scared of Foggy? Is that the message I was supposed to read? Is it something else? Wednesday? Got it. Got it. I'll be there. I'll be there, Scales. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again. I'll be there. I'll be there. 100% I'll be there. Because, like, I think the only days I really, truly have plans are, Tuesday now. And that's just because, you know, spring break, get an extra stream, haha, gotta do it. I don't expect anyone to be there, because, like, I don't think it's anyone else's spring break, if I'm not mistaken. But we can have fun. We can have fun. Probably just chatting, because we'll have the stronger caffeine gum, and we're gonna see if that actually works. Or if this is all just a hoax, and, like, a part of my imagination. And that's why I think I do better with caffeine. But we'll see. You don't know when your spring break is? How do you not know when your spring break is? I say as I didn't even know this week was my spring break until all of my teachers yelled at me about it literally like 3 seconds ago, or like 3 seconds at the start of Monday. That was that's the only reason I knew. But whatever. Tuesday you're gonna go to a restaurant for a bottomless tapas experience. What are tapas? I feel like this makes me sound like the most basic person in the world as someone who only eats burger, but what are tapas? Okay, so jingling your keys. I'm keys, jingle, jingle. Hello? Read your next message. Got it. Got it. Got it. I'll read the next message. I'll read the next message. I saw the jingle, jingle. I saw it. I saw it. I'm all ears for the next 3 seconds. You got me? You got me? The jingle jingles work. Are appetizers or snacks in Spanish cuisine. They can be combined to make a full meal and are served cold, mixed with olives and cheese. Huh. You know, considering I haven't had squid or, you know, spicy potatoes or... I think it's very safe to say I've never had it. That doesn't sound bad, though. Not that I've ever had squid, but it doesn't sound bad. Okay, I think this is all something I can... Big nozzle. There we go. Sploon story? Well, guys, you know, when it comes to Sploon, I was able to do Sploon things, and we did pretty good yesterday. We all did pretty good. We won a lot of games. We had a lot of fun. I think we should play Splatoon again this week. I think that'd be too much Splatoon for a short amount of time, but we should Splatoon again. This girl from Illinois, Chicago. We've been close for about 6 months now, and you're crushing hard for about 2 of those 6 months. All of your friends say she acts like you. Back with full context of her and I interact, but I'm scared to death. I am not the person to give love advice, Lucan. You should, okay. From experience, my own personal little bit of experience, if you believe that there is any chance that this girl feels the same about you, confess your feelings in a way that would not make the girl feel awkward if she was, like, if she's not interested. Like, give her the opportunity to shoot you down without sounding unconfident. You gotta sound confident, but be okay if she does not feel the same way. Give her a way out. Let her feel however she wants to feel, but definitely bring it up so that you're not, like, eating at the guilt of it, of not confessing. Does that make any sense? That is like the only thing I can think to say is go for it. Just keep your expectations lower. Hey, no, I have a friend that lives on the West Coast, and their girlfriend's on the East Coast, and they've been dating and talking online, like, every night for at least 4 months that I know of now. Best advice you heard you ever give? Hey, Foggy, I'm not, I can do things. I'm smart. Okay, where the hell is, okay, this bench is dirty. And why is this bench dirty? But no, I have things. Like, I have knowledge. I have knowledge. Just no one believes I have knowledge. I can impart knowledge. The only reason, though, I say just be okay with her, like, give her a way out. Don't pursue further if she's not interested. Is just, trust me, as someone who has had people not, like, just continue to push on it and not take very, like, I wouldn't even say take a hint. I've straight up said no to people and they've kept pushing for years when I said I just wanted to continue being friends because I still enjoy hanging out with them. Like, don't make it weird if they say no. Definitely give them way out. Just make it pretty easy for them to back out. Like, will it be disappointing? Sure. Just don't make it awkward. Like, try and talk to them like a day after or something. Or immediately after offer, hey, do you want to play a game? Like, something to make it not awkward afterwards. It'll be good. But yeah, holding on to your feelings won't help a lot, though, from my experience. Not that I've ever been the one to confess, but it definitely makes things less awkward in the long run. Cephalopods are canonically cannibals? Isn't everything in the ocean canonically a cannibal? If I'm not mistaken, except possibly the herbivore things. Building on message above. Makes sense. You give some context. We act like everything except, wait, what? To give you some context, we act like everything except a title. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, okay, so the way I had a similar situation where I hung out with someone and basically, apart from the flirting part and everything of that sort, we basically did everything a couple did. And personally, my only turn off, other than the fact, like, I didn't really want a title, but I was perfectly content still being friends and doing, like, normal things. Like, we didn't do any, like, of the couple-y, like, I don't know how you do it online, but we didn't do, like, any kissing stuff. We didn't do any of that kind of thing. There was no intimacy in that thing, but it was always, like, we hung out, we had fun, we went a lot of places. But when it came to the title, as long as that title, if they're fine with the title, just ask, hey, we're already friends, we already do everything a couple does, do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to, like, just ask. Obviously, maybe not out of the blue, like, don't just randomly go up to them and say, okay, let me do the sip sip, 1 second. Sip sip and thank you, Daya. Oh, that made my gum really hard. If you have anything that you want, like, just, if you're just talking one night or something online, you'd be like, hey, would you be interested in the title? We've been friends for a while. We basically do everything a couple does. Would you be interested in being my girlfriend? Something along the lines. I know it'd probably be a little bit awkward, especially, like, just don't randomly send that out at midnight one night after you haven't talked for a few hours. Like, I think you're looking for you acted like best friends at that point. Well, yes, but the way, okay, whatever. When you go on, like, multiple road trips and have spent a lot of money on road trips and, like, other things that normal best friends would think of possibly doing, but didn't, then, and they're really seeking out, like, they sound like they really want the title, then I was fine with giving the title. The only thing is, once you get that title, do not act any different than you already do. If you act different, like, you get that title of girlfriend, with your friend, and, like, you guys are girlfriend-boyfriend, do not start acting hyper-possessive. Do not do anything different than you already did. Strictly just add the title. As long as they're comfortable with the title, be like, hey, this is my girlfriend, insert name. Do not be like, don't get the weird masculine, like, this is my girlfriend. I'm, like, this is harder to do when you're online. But don't be like, you can't talk to other guys. You can't be friends with the people we're already friends with because, you know, I think they're trying to steal you from me. Or, like, don't be weird. Don't be clingy. I mean, unless that's how you already are, like, just don't change what's already happened. Just ask them, hey, are you good with the title? And move on from there. There's Civ's relationship advice part 1. That's from personal experience. Just be like that. He doesn't, yeah, long distance relationships can work. I've never had one. My experience comes from definitely, same town kind of experience, but whatever, just be careful, just, I don't know, be yourself with it. If you come up, like, eventually the conversation will rise. Don't try and chase out the conversation, but if it comes up, just ask. If they say no, that's fine. Just say, okay, we'll just continue how we are then. And it doesn't sound like there's a lot to lose. So, Just, if you find the chance, just go for it, Lucan. Hopefully that was, enough logical advice. And you got a part of my story. See, I made it story time while being helpful, maybe. I don't know how helpful, but I tried to be helpful. Do wonder if the top of this wall counts as anything, though. I also don't know if the caffeine gum affected that story, like, at all. I feel like you kept my mind on track maybe a little bit, though. I don't know. Wait, what? Jovi, what's going on? Wait, huh? Siva's girlfriend? No! No, that is not! That is not where I was going with this. I was putting myself in Lucan's shoes, and that's where I was phrasing for Lucan. Just jingle. Okay, we don't... Okay, yes, the jingle works. Okay, the jingle works, but no. Okay, I do not have a girlfriend. I do not have a boyfriend. I'm not interested in having either. I am not in a relationship, and I am not looking for a relationship. Okay? And I don't care what other people are interested in a relationship. I am all for other people having a relationship. Me just no want relationship. Okay? Okay. Are we in agreement? I hope we are. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You ever eat cephalopod? I have never eaten any sort of sea creature. Thank you for the jingle. Thank you. No, I have never eaten a sea creature, cephalopod or otherwise. Except for a small piece of salmon that tasted like a piece of watery chicken. I have never eaten a sea creature. I mean, it's possible there was like shellfish in food, but if it was, I didn't know about it. I do not know if I am allergic to any kind of seafood in general either. I could be, I could not be. I know my mom's allergic to shellfish. I don't know if that carried over. But yeah, no, I have not. How's stream going? It's going good. I need relationship advice. I'm being helpful. Sky. But otherwise, it's just going. Welcome in, by the way. I think this is a part of this wall, so I'll just ignore it right now. The one thing I appreciate about the skate park is all of it's coming off very easily. Like, sure, the bench had rust on it. Otherwise, everything's nice. Okay. I'm gonna finish this section over here just so we have a clean corner. Wait, is this done? Yeah, that's done. Do. Drink, sip. Alright. Sip, and thank you for the drink, Jovi. Also, welcome back, Foggy. Foggy, are you not impressed? I did helpful things, right, Foggy? I was helpful. I did good things. I hope whatever I said helped though, Lucan. I truly hope. I did join earlier, but as soon as you sent in chat, I had to go. No worries. But welcome back then, Sky. Me get wall. I just realized this bench is super long and this is gonna be super annoying. Actually, I can just stand on the bench. I was only thinking it was gonna be annoying because I wasn't gonna be able to clean this wall. I'm trying to think if there's, like... No, because I wouldn't have thought of the relationship story unless someone else brought it. Anyone else have, like, jingly keys in, like, a different topic? Anyone have a different topic? Apparently I can't think of my own stories, but... at least right off the bat. But I could probably come up with something if there's something to go off of. In chat, ever truly impressed? Well, I mean, they could pretend to be. They're impressed and I don't sound like an idiot, I think. Which I'll take that as a win. I don't like sounding like an idiot. I just, you know, sometimes I just am one. So thank you for the lurk, Jovi. Water. Yeah, no, just go for it. Just go for it, Lucan. I mean, always have the fear. Always try and do your best with it, but you will never know unless you try, and if you don't try, you're just gonna beat yourself up more over it than anything else. Impressed by your lack of puzzles? Okay, you know what? That means you are impressed by me. Does that mean it's a good kind of impressed? Absolutely not. But you're still impressed, and that's something. I'm fine with that. Because, you know, that makes me unique. And if I'm unique, then that means I have something over someone else. Even if that's a lack of puzzle-solving capabilities, it's still something. And as long as I have something, that means I'm special. And I like being special. I'm really impressed this gum is not getting hard yet. Even with the amount of cold water I've drank and has run over this gum, it is not hard, and I'm happy. Here, I need to get the top of this wall as well. Have you ever done something purely for a thrill? Like climb a tower? Purely for a thrill. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like, I don't think you'd count like the most important, like, thrilling thing I can think of is a roller coaster. Like, not really. I don't think I've really chased down a thrill, like something extremely dangerous or anything. Like, not really. Especially because, you know, 7th grade, just being on a swinging on a swing set, I fell off and broke a finger. Like, I haven't chased down a thrill for any reason. Mainly because of that. So no, I can't say that I have. Corda collab? Congratulations. Hopefully it was fun. You haven't eaten anything? Alright, enjoy your meal! Enjoy your meal, Sky! I get this side of the wall? I did. Okay. We'll get this piece that I can reach, and then we'll go and get the ladder, finish off that wall, and then we'll be good. To date with your tomfoolery? I don't think I'm up to date. I don't know if anyone else is up to date. I've seen the large amount of poems, though. So, you know, that's gotta be something. I grab this. Thank you. In the past you didn't attempt to is one you cared for someone and truthfully it still haunts you. Yeah, I've never personally been the one that's had inaction affect me. I just know that it could. Like, I think inaction is the worst kind of, like, pain to have to deal with. From what I've heard from others, at least. Again, personal experience, I have not been through it, but very easily could have been me. There we go. It's right here for now. Again, anyone not aware, hi Ignite, welcome to Ignite. I am chewing on gum right now. I apologize if you can see my model chewing. I feel like my model gives it away. Not that I can see my model at the second, but I know what happens and it really likes to watch and like try and accentuate my chewing motion. Even though I do not chew with my mouth open, I have you know. Most of the time it likes to do that. But I don't know. Again, I feel more awake. I don't know if it's actually done anything at all, but the 3 pieces of caffeine gum feel like they've actually done something. Asians add to accuracy? Is it actually chewing? Like, I know whenever I eat the pieces of salami, which I've done a weird amount of time on stream, it opens my mouth fully, and it's like, nom nom, and it's not at all how I chew, but I don't know. Helping you, I'm more focused? I genuinely can't tell. So if you say I am, then I'll pretend that I am. Or I'll believe that I am, not pretend. Nuclear bombs in the tri-state area. Not the tri-state area. Ignite. Okay, also you never hit 0, by the way. When you once with you die. Oh god. Well, I'm glad to hear you had fun, Sky. Platypus appears. I don't think Perry can stop 55 nuclear bombs. I believe in Perry the platypus, but not that much. You know, might be a little too much. I don't like this graffiti. It is not coming off. The heck? It's dirty on the far side of the wall. Come here. I appreciate that it's not dirty at all outside of the skate park. It's purely only in the skate park that's dirty. How that works, I don't, like, whose job is it to clean the rest of the world? Is it, like, theorized that we're the ones that have to clean only the inside? Or did we clean the rest of it? Are we that magical? I do not know. Steve, the radioactive shrimp! You know, if Perry fails, then there's a whole new legion of possibly stronger creatures that can, you know, take care of the bad guys. If there's even any bad guys left. Read the message that's before it. Love despite being batshit scared of the 9 months. Highest points gotten is 780 feet? Is that like, did you at least have a rope? Please tell me you had a rope. Please tell me you were not like free climbing, because that would be I could never. I could never. I get freaking terrified if I'm 10 feet off the ground on an unfamiliar platform without rails. Like, actually, sometimes I get terrified even if there are rails. Like, I'm not scared of heights. I'm scared of the fear of, like, my own stupidity. Like, it's not the heights that I'm scared of. It's, like, some other aspect. Like, there's something else there. I could be standing 100 feet above, look down. Like, if I have a glass floor under me, I'm not scared. If there's, like, no chance I'm gonna fall, I'm not scared. If I'm on a rock at the top of, like, I'm on a trail or something, like like, even just a hiking trail, and I look to the side and there's a cliff, I'm a little scared. If it's my own strength holding me, then I'm scared. I don't know if that means anything, though. It's more fun because it's easier and less weight pulling you down, but there's less safe. I appreciate, you know, the safety of not free climbing. I want to have fun, but I don't want to risk my life having that fun, I think is the problem. When you said thrills, that's why I'm like, roller coaster. You know what? The most thrilling thing I've done recently, and only done for the thrills, is go on a carnival ride. Because there is no other reason to go on a carnival ride unless you want to risk your own life. Like, I'm sure there's some safety to them. But when you look, like, you go on one of the dinky Ferris wheels, the really old ones that, like, you tilt back and you could flip over. That is scary. Very scary. There's no reason to go there unless you really want a thrill of feeling like you're gonna die. Caffeine gum? Wait, does it feel to eat caffeine chewing gum? You mean chew on the caffeine chewing gum? Or like eat it in its entire, because like I've never swallowed it. I probably don't want to swallow it. I'm not gonna swallow it, but you know, it just feels like chewing on really, really minty gum. It's just really, really minty, at least this piece I have. It feels no different. Although, I will say, it's staying chewy for a lot longer than normal gum does. Like, most of the gum, like, I really like Icebreaker's gum. Especially the grape one, because I really like fake grape flavor. Mainly because of my love for grape Dimetap cold medicine. And obviously I can't drink that unless I'm sick. So, I don't know, it feels like gum. It's just gum. Right, I have a lot of gum in my mouth right now. I'm sure my jaw's gonna be tired in like, I don't even know, 10 minutes or something. But it doesn't feel any different. Personally. Coasters, you can't wait for your Nobles trip. You know, I hope you have fun with it. Oh wait, did I ever get to mention, guys, I got to renew the annual pass. We renewed our Disney passes. I was not expecting us to renew our passes this year. I thought for sure we were not going to renew. Especially after the bathroom, like, after the tub blew up and we had to redo our bathroom. I was not expecting it. Granted, we did downgrade our passes, but it was not a huge downgrade. Like, we went one tier down. So instead of being the Believe pass, which basically only misses a few Sundays and, like, the 2 weeks of Christmas that everyone misses, we basically get blocked out of every weekend. But after school lets out, that's not going to be an issue for me. Because it won't matter. We can go during weekdays then. And it'll be fine. Which, granted, we'll probably see a lot less fireworks. But, hey, we get to go to Disneyland. We get to go to Disneyland. And I'm happy. And yeah, I was not expecting that. So I'm happy. Also planning an hour-long drive and explore a long abandoned mental asylum. Yeah, that sounds like trespassing. I wouldn't want to trespass. I am a person that I wouldn't say I follow, like, no, I follow the law. I was gonna say follow the law above all else. I can't think of many situations where I would not. Like, when it comes to, like, breaking into someone's territory. Like, I'm thinking more of, like, the, you know, the crazy Pokemon Go fanatics who were trespassing to get the one rare Pikachu or whatever the hell popped up on their screen. I would definitely, you know, not trespass. I would not do anything of that sort, but have fun. I don't know what Australia's laws are for exploring abandoned buildings, but have fun. Considering you said free climbing's not legal either, I'm pretty sure. Exploration is almost always considered trespass, but all security gives a shit about is not stealing and vandalizing. Fair. I guess if there even is security, but like, I've never had the interest. I'm a firm believer that I can just sit on my computer all day, right? And I can play games, and that is as much thrill as I need in life. It's probably not great. It probably does not, you know, probably not the best thing to believe, but it's what I believe, and it does things. And my things go burr. I feel like this is a separate wall. Oh, I see where there's still dirt on this wall. Clean this wall, please. Thank you. The other walls, anything go off of the back side of this one also matters. Side touch grass? I touch grass every day, thank you. Unless I'm sick. Then I don't. I don't hang out on the grass. You know, grass is itchy. I don't think I'm allergic to grass. it's itchy. Kind of like celery, how it burns your mouth. Grass doesn't really burn, but it's like... It's not fantastic. Like, also, it's really bad going outside right now because allergies suck. Like, a lot. Some people are having, like, massive snowstorms and stuff. I'm over here dying to my trees blooming. Like, it's not fun. Jingle jingle, huh? When you had to power to hover 3 inches above the ground, you wouldn't be able to trespass because you never stepped foot. Well, that's kind of like... Okay, I raised you a different question. Sure, you're not trespassing. What? Technically, there's property lines, and if you cross over that property line, you have still stepped foot into the property. It's kind of like saying only things that touch the ground are actually a part of your property, which would mean that, like, government airspace and airports and, like, restricted fly zones are not, like, things that belong to someone. I don't think that's really how restricted flight, but it's like, if you fly over a restricted airspace or like a airport, technically you've entered the airport. You've entered the airport space. So how is that different than entering someone's home? And trade weather? I do not want your snow. Not at all. I do not want... I will take warm weather over cold weather any day. I'm used to warm weather. I'm not used to cold weather. Like, cold as in being 20 degrees or less. Sure, I've experienced it. Sure, I've gone to places that were freezing, but... Nah, you guys can keep it. All yours. Have fun with it. Better way to do this? I don't think so. Long one? Climbing isn't the legal part. From what you're climbing, the doors to the wind turbines! You're climbing wind turbines? Alright, Lucan, you know, I don't want to condone it, but have fun. I'm never personally gonna do it. You know, also, Lucan, this really adds to the Australia stereotype of that everyone there is, like, crazy and not afraid of danger. You know, just want it to be sunny. Well, I mean, but clouds are nice. It blocks out the heat of the sun. Sometimes. Is there like a big piece of this wall I haven't touched yet? I don't want to have to get all the graffiti off of it. There is a big piece. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can just ignore the red pieces. Jingle jingle? But that's airspace. Personal purchase, the land and everything on it means they're not entitled to the airspace above the ground. Is that how that works? Yeah, that makes sense. That's how that works. But at the same time, you're not allowed to fly, you're not supposed to fly things like drones over other people's property. Therefore, shouldn't it also count as their property in the airspace? It's kind of like saying if you took a spy drone or something and looked through someone's window, it's never touched the ground, but you're still, like, you're still trespassing because you're still staring at them. But not the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing. Please. I just want to be done with this wall. Almost there. I feel it. Almost there. I believe. Believe. Just 1 more %. Thank you. Okay. Jingle jingle actually works. I don't know why it works. It catches my eye, okay? It catches my eye. Jingle jingle soundboard on Discord now so the mods can get her attention. You know, I'm really tempted to add it as like a point redeem for the jingle jingle. I can't do it this stream. If someone reminds me in Discord like multiple times, I'll add it as a point redeem. A pretty cheap one too. It's gonna have a cooldown on it, but I'll add a jingle jingle point redeem, like sound effect. You're so autism coded. Okay. I have never been officially, we talked about this last stream too. I've never been officially diagnosed with anything. Would I be surprised if I have some form of autism or ADHD? Absolutely not. But technically, I've never been coded for it or like given that as my whatever. Like I've never been told officially that I have it. So yeah. Oh no, I think it's really hard to trespass. I mean, you would think that like in the middle of the desert or something, but then there's people with like mine claims, and heaven forbid you step onto someone's mine claim. That would be scary. Pretty sure you have full right to shoot people who trespass on your mine claim. So you never, I doubt like the Midwest or anything has that, but it'd be scary if it did. Poem topic idea? I don't think I'd have any topic that would suit your normal poems. But if I can give you topics. I can give you a lot of topics. I just don't think you'd like them. Literally be anything. Anything. Give you a form. I don't think you want me to. I don't think you want my first two things. And I don't know. Again, I don't know how it would work. I don't. It's not. It's not a very broad topic either. It's not very. What's the right term? I don't know what term to use. But if you really want a topic, Lucan, you gotta confirm you really want me to give you a topic. 'Cause I don't know how it's gonna work for you. Yes, you do? Give me give me a poem about Cookie Run Kingdom, Lucan. Give me a king. Oh, give me it. Give me it. Give me it. I want it. Yeah, the sky. Pit was my second one. I don't even know how you do that, but you'll do my best. Yeah, good. Have fun. Have fun. Hi, Dark. Welcome in, Dark. It's gonna be Pit or Cookie. How'd you guess? How'd you guess? As soon as I said two topics, I think everyone jumped to the exact two same conclusions. I'm just gonna get all the big, or like the easy stuff out of the way, and then we'll go back. Or we'll give up. I don't give up. You asked for it. You asked for it, okay? Which currently means you needed it. So, yeah. It's kind of stone. There's something else. I guess does kind of stone. And then let's... Where's the ladder? Where is the ladder? Wasn't the ladder? Oh, there's the ladder. How do you... I need you. Go, and we... Thank you for redeeming Purple Cookie! I like Black Sapphire. I don't know if anyone knows that. I like Black Sapphire Cookie, though. I think that's a real shocker to a lot of people. But you know. You know. Hey! 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 No! No! Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh! Foggy! 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 Not needed. Not necessary. You know what? Oh god! You guys are making it so much worse. Me chewing the gum is not helping this specific situation anymore. Usual style in it? But hi, Cater! What a wonderful time to join in! Hi. I currently look like a mess right now. I bet you're wondering how I got here. The answer's Foggy. And Nitro. And hi, yeah, hi. Hi. It's of all the times, you know? Hey, Cater, now that you're here, we can talk about Disney, right? Now we have excuse to talk about Disney, right? 100%. Absolutely. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry. God, this gum's getting to the point where I'm starting to like gag on it. I do not like this gum. I've drank water one too many times and it's not happy. Alright, I gotta spit this out. Let me spit this out first, please. Yeah, alright. My body gives me a very clear sign when it's time to spit out the gum. And that is, it tries to throw it up. I didn't like, oh, okay, let me take the drink. Thank you, Daya. Sip, thank you. I don't know if I study theme parks now. Literally, Disney has become your college studies. You did mention that. I do remember that. I know it's been a little while. Quite a while since we had that conversation, but I remember. New ASMR. Did you... that was me choking on it, Foggy. That was... So... I don't know if this is a TMI sort of thing, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I have a very, very, very strong gag reflex, and like chewing gum for too long is something that triggers it. Like if it's too hard, if I cannot chew something that is like considered soft enough, my body will do everything in its power to throw it up. If it's something that's supposed to be chewed, I cannot just chew it. I cannot just swallow things. I have the same issue with pills. I cannot swallow pills for the life of me. I'm gonna go over here really quick and get this piece so I don't have to fight it too much. I'll go back over here. So whatever. So pills are very hard to swallow, actually. At least in my mind, with how I've experienced things, very hard to swallow. The only way I found to easily swallow pills, because there are like 3 different foods that I can swallow without my body telling me I need to chew them. The first of which being, what is it called? Raspberries. Somehow I can swallow raspberries without issue. I don't know why. I don't know how. That's just raspberries are a thing. And, what else? What else counts as that? That's a hard pill to swallow. Whatever. What else counts? What else is something that's hard to swallow? Or not hard. Applesauce. Applesauce is another one. And actually, it might only be the 2 things. I think those are the only 2 things I can eat and swallow without having to chew them. So with the applesauce, I literally put applesauce, normally cinnamon applesauce, cold cinnamon applesauce on a spoon. I put the pill in the middle of it. I put more applesauce on top of the pill. And then that is how I swallow my pills, with applesauce. What is applesauce? The sauce you put onto things? Does the UK not have applesauce? Do you guys seriously not have applesauce? Like, so, okay, wait. This needs a picture. I need to show exactly what applesauce I use. Because I feel like this is also very important to the topic at hand. Where, can I just have a picture of the singular? Why is there no cinnamon? Oh, this is like the normal one. All right, here, you guys can have my applesauce picture. This is the applesauce that I put onto things, right? This is the applesauce. Like, it comes in a container. Applesauce is ground up apples, like in a it's basically apple goo. It's basically apple goo. That is the best way I can put it. Finely pasted apples is what applesauce is. Normally they come in containers in America. Normally synonymous with school lunches. This is what I had. And it doesn't taste too bad. But this is, I put some of this onto a spoon. Like, you know, glug glug onto a spoon. Put the pill into the middle of it. Pour some more applesauce onto the top of that so I cannot see it. I cannot feel it with my tongue. If I feel that pill with my tongue, I cannot swallow it. I will try and chew it. But if I put this onto a spoon with the pill and sandwich it with more applesauce, that is how I can swallow pill. Okay, let's remove this. Maybe, please, possibly remove. Yes, perfect. Okay, back to the game. That's too much effort. That is what it takes for me to be able to swallow a pill. Worst case scenario, if I need to swallow a pill, it will take a very long time. So at Disney, I forgot my applesauce, and I needed to swallow a pill for allergies or something. It was something. It was like an immune system pill, I think. Because I was worried about getting sick. This was during COVID. And I think I took 30 minutes to swallow a pill. Because I physically could not do it. Like, if I get it right and I can float it in water in my mouth and swallow the water, because I can swallow water without having to chew water, and I don't feel the pill, even if I know it's there, if I don't feel it, it's fine. Then it's fine. And it works. But otherwise, it's not fine and it doesn't work. You get gourmet baby food. okay, it is basically baby food. I believe that apple baby food is basically applesauce. Probably different additives to it, but no, it is basically baby food. Oh, format pills for a reason? Yeah, and you know what doctors never prescribe to you? Chewable pills. For most of my life, I took liquid antibiotics. If I have the option, I still take liquid antibiotics. Pills don't work with me too well. Yeah, no. I'm just glad that I can eat most foods without having to, like, gag on them. Now, like, if I have a piece of steak that's mostly fat and I cannot chew through it, that is getting spit up, and it's not gonna work. It's also, again, possibly too much TMI. When it comes to things like strep throat tests, let me also switch back over to Twitch. When it comes to, like, strep throat tests, and, like, you know how they need to, like, swab your tonsils and stuff? Oh dear God, that is not good. It doesn't matter. I've probably been tested for strep throat at least 50 times, probably close to 80 times in my life, oh, if not more. And I still cannot take those tests well at all. It is not pleasant. It is not good. I feel so bad because, like, when you're a kid and you fail the swab test, they're like, oh, that's fine. Everyone's bad at it. When you're a 20-plus-year-old adult and you cannot do the swab test, they look at you funny. And I can't even make comments about it because then they think it's an innuendo. Like, I think, okay, I'm gonna say this is gonna sound bad, and I didn't think of it as bad until I told the story to my mom, and, like, when someone sticks the stupid, like, Q-tip looking thing onto your tonsils and you apologize for not being able to do it because, in my words, the words I said is, I've had to do this so many times, you'd think I'd be better at this by now. And in my mind, I was interpreting that as, you know, I've had to take the strep throat test too many times. Like I said, I have taken the strep throat test 50 plus times. When you say that to a doctor, it doesn't... That's not where my mind went. Pretty sure that's where the doctor's mind went. Yeah. My mom had to tell me what it was I accidentally said. But anyway, hey, look, it's a wall. So just saying, you guys are learning so much. You're really learning so much here. Aren't you happy that you came to my TED Talk today? Should think before speaking? Yeah, that's why I think before speaking now. I just figured, you know, we're in the middle of story time. May as well tell stories about really awkward moments I had, because why not? We need this. This needs to go over here. Put this there. Yeah, so just sharing my my experiences with you all. So that's what story time's for. All right, this wall's clean, right? Yeah. Okay. Miss King, because they went to bed. Nice hearing a voice other than your own. Wait. What? Huh? I think the gum's wearing off. My brain's not functioning already. I just can't think. I want to pretend I was thinking this whole time, but I really don't know if I was or not. But there you go. You guys have stories. You guys have things. I did things. Gain if anyone here wants that knowledge. What knowledge did you gain, Foggy? Is it appropriate or at least hidden enough that if someone doesn't get it, then it's fine? What knowledge did you gain? What does it have to do with? Random thing you just said? You know, if this is just a rehash of what I said, then I don't know. Man. I'm just telling stories as they come. And that's all that I can do. It's all I'm here to do, is tell stories and do things and clean a building. Because we have a building and it needs to be cleaned. So how long have we've been at this building for an hour? It's not even a building, and we're not even halfway done. Gum, spinning off that gum was your brain. It's scattered immediately. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? Is it seriously that bad already? I mean, I feel more sluggish, but I want to pretend that's just me not knowing where to carry this conversation. I don't get a lot of things that you would have had to explain it. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Probably for the best. Are you saying I should take another 3 pieces of gum? You lost track compared to earlier? Is that seriously how fast it wore off? How much would I need to take where it would not wear off immediately? Hello, May. Welcome in, May. I feel like there's something. Keeps her in check. Her brain needs more situation. You think it's the wait. Okay, we're gonna test this theory. Lucan brought up a good theory. I'm gonna go get my non-caffeine gum. I'm gonna have to spit this out a lot because it does not last very long. Let me go and get the okay. Let me go get non-caffeine gum. We're gonna see if just doing like a menial task like chewing, if that's what keeps me in track and not the caffeine. Because I don't want to get addicted to caffeine. That would be bad. Let me go grab the other gum. It's in another room. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Let's bring the trash can closer so I can spit these out without having to get up. Alright, we have our grape icebreakers, Arctic grape gum grape. Yeah. The one American streamer. Then what? Huh? What? Huh? What's going on? I'm gonna start again. Hi. Hi. I'm back. Let me, who's TA? Good question. I don't know either. Alright, let me... Oh my god, I love this gum. This gum tastes so good. It tastes like grape cough syrup, and I love this gum. I love this gum. We're gonna see if just chewing gum keeps me on track. If so, then I don't want to take caffeine gum. If I can just take the really good tasting gum, I'll be happy. Seems a good time for you as a Brit. You know, I stream at the earlier time, and I've always wanted to do an earlier stream in my schedule, but specifically for people in different time zones. Wait, Lucan, what time is it for you right now? What time is it in Australia? Because I feel like none of my streams are at a good time for for Mr. Australia, man. Or even like Nitro, or anyone that's not in like good time zone. Or like good American time zone. 5:08. Okay. Wait, so that means the normal streams are at a decent-ish time. Unless you have a really bad sleep schedule, which you do. Okay. Streamers you watch, usually watch those in close to British time zones. Well, aren't you also normally active at night more than any- Actually, yeah. Yeah, night for you. It's always weird though, because you're in bed by when I'm in bed at 9 o'clock, and that's funky. Time zones are funky. I don't like time zones. Time zones make me mad. I don't like them. They make everything more difficult. You always need to specify what time zone you're talking about. Which does make me happy that Discord has the time zone feature. At the same time, I don't like it. I wish everyone was on one time zone. Sure, 9 AM would be completely dark for someone and the beginning of the morning for someone else. But if everyone was on the same time zone, it'd be fantastic. Something funny? What's something funny? What's funny? What's funny, Lucan? What's funny? It's 3:09 for you right now? Alright, in the afternoon. I know that. I think for American time zones, this time might be Like, I know if I was anybody else, if I was on my normal schedule, I would be busy during this time. I would normally be at lunch with my parents at this time, or in class. One of the two. But, like, I made time out of my schedule, like, changed my normal schedule to have stream at this time. But, like, normally, I'd be busy right now. But at the same time, I wouldn't normally be doing anything super important right now. Like, it's something I could get rid of.
I come to make an announcement.
Finn! Welcome in and thank you for the raid! Long time no see, Finn. But hi, how you doing? How you doing? I hope your stream was good. If you need a raid and run, no worries too. I understand streaming is very, very tiring. It's been a bit, yeah? Just a little bit. Not too long, but definitely a little bit. How about me? I'm doing good. I'm chewing gum. We're trying to see now if it's caffeine that keeps me in check with my thoughts, or if it's literally just the task of chewing itself that actually makes me have thoughts. Because if it's just chewing, I don't want to chew a whole lot, but I might look into, like, gum that's supposed to last a long time, so that I can just, like, chew during streams like this, and not have issues. As long as no one's, like, offended by me chewing gum, and talking at the same time, then I feel like that would be the best course of action for just chatting streams. This is the science of neurodivergence. Is it working? Guys, is it working? I know we haven't been chewing the icebreaker for long, but if it's working, then I'm interested. Very interested. What milk the cows? Do you not need to do that? Do you not need to take care of the cattle? Is that hours to get world records? You didn't get any? Oh. Did you today though? Did you get one today? Is it working? I don't know. Foggy, is it working? Apparently you're the the expert Civ reader here. You gotta tell us. I don't know. I can't tell if it's working. I feel like it's working, but I don't know. If so, Lucan can be resident server genius if it works. New tracks, but don't know the track enough. That's fair. Truthfully, I suck at all things, speed when it comes to any game. So I wish you luck in getting them. I know in any racing game, I would not be good. Chewing but not as much with caffeine. Better than not chewing, but not the same as with caffeine. So conclusion, yes and no. Okay, so you're saying caffeine gum, I'm more one track. But just chewing in general, if I do not want to take the caffeine, is still better than not chewing at all. I get it. I get it. The hard part is, I'm technically doing 3 things at once. I'm chewing, I'm doing the game, and I'm also talking, so I don't know. We're gonna test this on Tuesday. Tuesday's gonna be a just chatting stream. I've made up my mind on that. We might change like halfway through if I can't think of stories to tell, but we're gonna start as a just chatting stream. We're gonna start it with a really we're gonna start it with no caffeine gum, then we're gonna take the new stronger caffeine gum that comes in, and then we're going to do something like we're gonna like take out the gum and like just we're gonna make it a science experiment, guys, on how well I can tell stories and talk to you guys with different stages. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, in theory, I should probably do the caffeine gum last, do the normal piece of gum again, but I won't have the game as like the third mechanic of like actually having to focus on anything. Like I'll have to focus on chat. I'll have to keep talking. I can't like fall back on, oh look, dirt. We need to clean the dirt. Can I not climb that ladder? Right there. Can I? Thank you. Yeah. Schedule since you plan to stream Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do on the weekends. Yes, you've sent me game things, but I don't know what I want to play. I'll make the ping about Tuesday tonight, because I know, but I'm not going to ping about Saturday and Sunday. Because I don't know. Unless I actually come up with something, but I doubt I will. Lurk for a while? No worries! Thank you for coming around, Finn! And good luck with the world records in the future. All want to play Big Run? Well, Big Run's gonna be over. There's not gonna be any more Big Run, right? Isn't Big Run done today? I think today's the last day of Big Run, right? I think. I could be wrong. I don't remember how many... Big Run only lasts the time of like a normal Splatfest, right? I think so. But Foggy, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Yes, you've sent me the list, but that doesn't mean I've like made up my mind. Like, sure, I like a lot of the games on that list, like Spore, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to play Spore. That's why I always wait as the weekend gets closer to like see how I'm feeling about it. Alright, we're gonna try and clean up here. We can clean up here, and that'll be nice. You haven't done yet either. Okay, I'll take a look at the list when we get off stream, and I'll try my best to decide right away. No promises that I will decide right away, but I will try my best to decide, and we'll try and do, I'll try my best. I can't promise I'll do more than try, but I will try. And I promise to actually try. I will not just immediately get caught up with Cookie. Unless this stream weirdly goes long and I have to rush to Cookie Card, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I doubt we're gonna make it last that long. So I'll probably get off stream, I'll eat, and while I'm waiting for my food to heat up, I will, I'll go and I'll check, and we'll see. I should also mention, I really want In-N-Out right now. I don't think that, again, surprises anybody, but I want In-N-Out. In-N-Out sounds... I want it. I don't want to pay for it, but I want it. Mainly because I found out that just, even not buying boxes, just entering the card tournaments, guys, I've been spending $90 a month just going to card tournaments. Granted, I'm getting a lot of fun experiences. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't think I'd be I don't think I'd be as sane if I wasn't going to these card things, but god damn, it's scary. It's very expensive. Where's the rest of the dirt on this floor? I'm just gonna... Okay. I remember to check. Same time as Splatfest? Alright, so the big run's over at like 3, right? I think big run's over at 3. And that doesn't really work. Or maybe it's 5. 3 or 5. One of the two. So we're not playing any more big run today. Or anytime soon. I wanna do that. Yeah, we're gonna do the floor last. We're gonna finish the walls. I want shinies. But I don't know. No more big run. No more big run. I also don't know when the next Splatfest is gonna be. I definitely want to make it a point to play during the next Splatfest, even if it's a rerun. I want to play it. I like Splatfests because it's Turf War. I like Turf War. Turf War's fun, but at the same time, I don't even know. Highly doubt you'll remember to check. I'll remember. Do you need me to like send a text that I'm looking at it? Because like I could check, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna do anything about it. Like I'm gonna check. I'm gonna think a lot. But hi, Lucan. What's going on, Lucan? Check media and Discord, like, right now. Did you make the cookie run poem already? If you did, wait. We need to look at this. We need to look at this. Normally, I hate opening. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, that was fast. I don't want to read it because I'm gonna butcher it if I start reading it off loud. Senpai, welcome in, welcome in! Sorry, I just saw you think. Hi, welcome! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! Lucan, are you okay if I read it after stream? I skimmed. I wanna fully read it, but I don't wanna butcher it by reading it out loud. Boom. Over. There we go. Yes. Okay, I'll read it after stream. I might be chewing on gum. I feel like, okay. I feel like Foggy's assessment is good. I don't know if the caffeine is doing as much as Foggy thinks it's doing, but I also can't deny that I think it did something. Considering that when we first found out that the caffeine actually makes me think, I didn't even have the gum in my mouth, it was purely just the caffeine. And I know it does something. The caffeine definitely woke me up. I also don't know how long it's gonna be before I have like a caffeine crash or something. I also don't know if caffeine Like, I know some people have caffeine and it makes them more tired. Like, it has the opposite effect on them. I don't know if that is related to me at all either. It's like, I can eat caffeine or drink a soda right before bed and still fall asleep just fine. Like, it doesn't keep me up. But it also probably means there's not a lot of caffeine in something. However it works for you. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting rid of your little lover's message. Siam. Sorry. Sorry. It's gonna be gone. No love. No love in the skate park. That's bad. Sky, I did not see your message. Honestly, I'm probably gonna push off a lot of collabs for a long time just because I'm super, super busy. And I would feel bad, like, scheduling anything. And then, like, my schedule is so inconsistent that I'm gonna have to push back a lot for a long time, which is also why I haven't brought anything up. Because I'd be, like, upset, because a lot of the times, like, even, okay, not streams today, but definitely, like, streams last week, it was very iffy on if I'd, like, be able to hold all of mine. Like, the Saturday one, I had made plans for a long time. The one, the Lockdown Protocol stream, that one took a lot of planning, and I kind of forgot about it, and then I remembered it. But my schedule was clear. But, like, Sunday stream, I almost had to cancel it. I didn't bring it up to anyone, but I almost had to cancel it because stuff came up. And then I just got lucky that we finished the stuff in time. And everything worked out. Okay. Who's still left on this wall? Caffeine helps you keep on track with single-line thoughts, but chewing helps you stay engaged. When you switch between many thoughts, as usual, you don't get lost at having... Okay. So it's helping. It's helping. And all that matters is that it's helping. Because it's helping, it's a good thing, right? Is that all the walls? Okay, I finished the walls. Now it's time for the floor. Actually, this half pike looks awful. We're gonna do that first. Can I just... Big nozzle. Not that big. There we go. Yeah, that's the main reason I haven't chased for any reason. Is just because I'm worried. I'm worried. What good even is this in a skate park? Like, there's no one's gonna do a 360, like, full circle. So it's not feasible, so why is there a giant arc? It's gonna lead to kids being stupid and climbing it. Hey, that's the point. Do you have to sign a waiver to use a skate park? I've never been into a skate park, but like if someone breaks their ankle on a skate park, they can't sue the skate park maker, right? So that's just not how it works. There's probably like signs like skate at your own risk. I'd have to assume, right? Go fast enough you can. I don't think anyone... There's no room for a build-up. There's no way you're gonna make that. I'm sure there's people who have done it. But at this specific location, I cannot imagine. Skate parks should be like public or city parks. So in other words, you can't sue them, right? Right? Possibly. Prove me wrong. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. That sounds like a terrible idea. Again, after breaking my finger on a swing, I'm scared to do anything. I wasn't even being stupid when I did that. I was literally just swinging and my butt fell off. It slid off the like seat, and then my finger really hurt. So no. Let me take the drink. I spit out this piece of gum really quick because it got hard. Let me take the drink. Thank you, Jovi. Sip, sip, and thank you. I'm gonna keep drinking though because my throat is really gummy and really dry, and it has been all day, and it's not feeling great. There you go. Part 8 logic here. Oh, the wheels just turn to like anti-gravity things and it doesn't matter if you're upside down in water or where you are? Is that the kind of logic they're going with? We'll get the corners and then we'll go on top. That way we don't need to spend much time at top because then we don't need to worry about the corners. Right. And then we'll get this side. Oh, I already got that side. Okay. Now we'll go up top. Gash your kneecap? That's not fun. Okay, if we were talking about injuries, I've had so many stupid injuries that it's not even funny. And, like, most of it happened on a bicycle, if I'm being completely honest. Like, most of the really bad ones I can think of were when I was young and on a bike. Like, the first one, apologies if anyone is queasy when it comes to injuries. Like, it's not too bad. But, like, one of them, I was on a bike and I fell over on the bike, going pretty fast, and I skinned both of my, like, the entirety of my kneecap. That was about when I was 6, I think. And that hurt. That hurt a lot. And that's about it. Oh, I need my piece. Let me get my piece of gum back. Alright. New non-caffeinated gum. Yeah, so that was not fun. That was not fun at all. Like, I've had a lot of injuries like that. I've had injuries where, like, in my computer lab in 7th grade, middle school, I was walking out the door. And now, normally, I'm really bad about bumping my arms into things. Because I don't know if that's situational awareness or what. Or I was in a rush. Whatever it was, though. God, I just swallowed. That was a really strong... It's really strong grape. Take a drink really quick. Oh, that burned. I don't know why that burned. That's probably not good that the grape flavor burned my throat, but alright. Anyway. What's the word? Okay. 7th grade. They had really sharp desks. So they weren't like school desks. They were like built in, like, into a wall, like, you'd think of like cafe desks or like cafe style tables that are like half on the wall. There's no supports, just on a wall. There was one of those right by the door and it had a really sharp corner to it. I slapped my wrist into the corner of that thing and it literally took a chunk out of my wrist. Not enough to like kill it or anything or like make it impaired in any way, but it was God scare. What a great thing to come back from dinner to. But yeah, there's a scar on my wrist that's been there. Still very prominent. Welcome back. I'll stop talking about injuries now. I know I've told that story before, but still. It left an impression. They also, you know, put a cap on the end of that that desk after that. Or that table. Whatever you'd call it. What was dumb is that table didn't even have a computer on it. Like, it had no reason to be there in the first place. It was just there. And it sucked. A lot. We also appreciate that that soccer ball's not dirty. Oh my god, I can move it? Wait. Get out of the corner. Out of the... How do I... Can I move it? I can move it. Okay. I feel like this thing's gonna get in the way. Wait, you can go back in the corner now. Yeah, go back in the corner. Thank you. Okay. We got it. We really did it. Bad leg just messed around because of the gash. Oof. I'm glad. Other than, like, a pretty big amount of random little scars on my body, the only major injury I've really had is breaking my finger. So, plural. Like, it was one break and one fracture. And that's it. The break is really the only one that's, like, super noticeable and still every once in a while causes pain. That's the only one. I'm glad I haven't had anything else. I've done a lot of really stupid stuff. I'm just glad none of it's, other than visually, has been permanent. Corner, very special corner, I won't name. I just needed to move it for a sec. It was already in the corner. It just went back to its corner. I needed to do, like, the cleaning under it. Alright, so it needed its corner. Needed to be happy in its corner. It's a little happy corner. Nothing else, just a little happy corner. Nothing else going on, just happiness in a corner. Don't you just love happy corners? I never had a happy corner. It was always a very sad corner, but a corner is a corner. Actually, I never got sent to a corner very often. Most of the time I just got locked in my room or something. It's always sad, because as a kid, I really did not like being in my room. I didn't mind my room at all. But, like, I didn't have electronics in my room until I was probably, like, 10 or older. Definitely long time. Like, all this fun stuff was in the living room. So I never wanted to be anywhere except the living room or, like, outside. That was it. When I get locked in my room, I'd be really sad. Like, sure, there was toys. There was lots and lots of toys. But I didn't like using toys because I never had anyone to play with. And I was not smart enough to play by myself. Alright, there we go. You know what? I'm gonna clean this wall, and then I'm gonna get the bowl. This bowl's gonna mess with me. It's not clean. It's already in the corner watching. Impressed you made it worse. Joke that not worse than the what joke did I make? What was it, a joke? I didn't think I was making a joke. Okay, maybe I didn't think before talking either, but I'd argue that my strep throat story is way worse than whatever I just said right there. Teeth on a dining room table and had to get 2 front teeth surgically removed. Oh, well, yeah, I'm glad I never lost a tooth like that. I know I bashed my head against a lot of things. One of the most prominent stories that thankfully did not lead to any injury, because it was like the last time I ever was actually wearing a helmet, was when I was gifted a used Schwinn bike. Like one of those bikes that has like the little basket on the front and like the really fancy like cruiser bikes. My aunt was getting rid of it and she gave it to me. And I'm like, oh, this is fancy. And at the time I had always ridden like kids bikes at like always kids bikes, like kids versions of mountain bikes. And I had been riding this bike for probably at least a year, if not 6 months to a year, somewhere in that range. I can't remember. I was probably about like 10 or 11, I'd have to guess. Maybe I was younger, but it doesn't feel like it. I remember this too clearly, I think, to be younger. And I was riding it, and I'd ride it to school, and I'd ride it back. This bike was really prominent with having like the chain dislocate and stuff. So all the teachers knew, everyone knew. And I would always ride it to elementary school. Actually, I don't know how old you are in elementary school, but whatever it was like 4th or 5th grade. I'd ride it to school, and one thing I'd always do is its brakes sucked. So I would have to slam on the brake pedals to get it to even remotely slow down. So I didn't like putting my feet on the ground. So I would slam on the brakes and it would slow me down just enough so that I wasn't going like full course into the road or something. So my dad offered to fix the brakes. I'm like, hey, that's great. So I'm going down the pathway, not even going quickly. Like I'm going down the sidewalk with the newly fixed brakes. And just to slowly slow down, I slam full force onto the brakes. And he fixed the brakes because the front pedal stopped so abruptly that I literally flipped I think I've told this story multiple times, but I flipped from the front all the way over onto my head. Like the back pedal was above me, like, you know, flip from the front pedal all the way over. It was reverse wheelie. It was great. It was fantastic. It was wow. I'm smart. But you know. Who knows? It was fun. He twisted an ankle once, did a front flip on a hill because the brakes and bike's too hard. I'm glad no injuries came of it. However, if I was not wearing a helmet, I think I definitely would have had some really bad things happen with my head because I hit hard. But other than being shaken, nothing was wrong with me. I'm glad for it. Wear a helmet, kids. Do it. I don't do it anymore if I ride a bike, but you should do it. It's important. Ouch. Yeah, Foggy's ankle thing is an ouch, but I don't know, just be careful. Just be careful. That's the moral of the story. Never learned. You don't know how to ride a bike? I feel like that's like 101 of things that people need to be taught. It probably took me a while to ride a bike, but like it's one of the skills you just don't forget. Like once you learn that sense of balance, you just don't forget it. It's kind of like skating. Like, I was never taught how to roller skate, but I was taught how to rollerblade. So in theory, I couldn't roller skate, but because I knew how to rollerblade, I can also ice skate. Not well, but I can at least stand up and move on the ice. Like, I feel like that's another skill that people need to know is how to rollerblade / ice skate. Because once you learn, you don't really forget it. At least I haven't. I don't know of any other skills that are like that, but I'm sure they exist. Problem with skating and bikes now, they require balance. Guess you lose that after. Oh. Yeah, that's probably very true. I'm sorry for your loss, Foggy. Not being able to ride a bike is sad. Bikes are fun. Bikes are really fun. Hopefully your balance comes back after your back is fully healed, right? Hopefully. I believe. Believe it will. Yeah. You can drive, you can ride a bike, surely. Balance is probably why you never learned. Honestly, the balance, it's not something you're born with. I'm sure some people are much better at finding it, but once you learn how to do the balance, it's fine. It's just like anything else that requires, like, practice. Like, the only other thing I can think of is, like, discus. When you first pick up a discus, again, for those who are not aware, discus is like a metal frisbee, but instead of, like, you know how with a frisbee, you flick, like, you put it between your thumb and your index finger, like, sort of, and your index guides it. And, like, your fingers are under it. Discus is the opposite, and your hand is above the discus when you throw it. You still, like, flick your fingers in a way to get the spin on it. But, like, instead of your hand being under the under, like a frisbee, it's over. And because of that, it's really awkward to hold until you learn how to hold it. I'm almost certain it's exactly the same as, like, learning any other skill. Because it takes practice. Once you get it, you don't forget it. But once you get it, it'll just happen. But when you first try and throw a discus, oh dear God, you're not going to send that anywhere. It's going to flop on the ground. It's going to go nowhere. But once you learn, you can easily get it to go at least 60 feet, if not 100 and something. It's like all technique. Once you learn the technique, you're golden. Yippee. Alright. What's the best way to go about this? Do we do the ramps or do we do the floor? Let's do the ramps. Oh! Yippee! Thank you for the gifted sub! Gifted sub? The gifted sub skills! Thank you for the gifted sub! Sky, enjoy your sub. Enjoy not having ads. I take a drink really quick too. Thank you, Scales. It doesn't return properly. You can balance slightly when you're younger. Balancing is easy to the point where balancing around slippery log for 4 other kids without falling off. Okay, I've never had that kind of balance. My balance is honestly really terrible. I have enough balance to stay on a bike. I can do things that require, like, normal people can do. When it comes to, like, actual balance, like, if I were to walk across a beam, fine, 1 foot in front of the other. If I was to walk across anything that was slick, probably not. My center of balance is not great. I have some. I can keep myself from falling over. I know the basics of balancing myself, but, like, I'm not a master by any means. Also, Lupin, hi! Hi, Lupin. I don't know if you've been here, but hi, Lupin. Welcome in, Lupin. I'm sorry if you've been here and I just didn't see you, but hi, Lupin. Very special message. Oh god, should I be scared what your very special message is? Do I feel like the 400 points is to make me bald? I feel like that's there. Alright. I'm worried. Like, sometimes I feel like I've missed a lot of people's messages, and I don't like missing someone's first message in the chat of the day, because then I say hi, welcome in, and they're like, I've been here for 30 minutes. How did you not notice me? I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to not notice. I've gotten 2 ads. I make no money, like, maybe in my entirety of streaming, I have made like $3 off of ads. And that's how many hours of streams I've made like $3 off of ads. It's not worth it. If I had a way to turn off ads on my streams and like take a penalty, I would do it because I feel like that would make people's streaming experience better. I would gladly turn it off. Because it's just not there. If I was one of the streamers that had thousands of viewers, sure, those ads are probably worth it. Run the ads, who cares? But for this, I just want everyone to have fun, and ads are not fun. Yeah, it is 100% set to the minimal amount. Whatever I could do as the minimum and Twitch would allow, that's what I have it set at. I don't remember what that is, but it's definitely at the minimum. Because I went through those settings meticulously trying to get everything as low as possible. And it kept yelling at me for it. It's like, are you sure you want to do this? You're gonna make no money. And I'm like, I don't care. But you can make more money running more ads. I don't care, Twitch. I don't care. I'm not making anything anyway, so we're not gonna do it. Different, slightly bigger streamer you watch, maybe $3 of ads in 1 year. Yeah, I haven't made any, really. Like, you know, for the fun of it, let's see what it says I've made off of ads. I think I can look at this. I'm gonna finish this little piece. Alright, let's see. Is it under analytics? Yeah, earnings analytics. Okay. Let's see. Off of, you know, that's better than I thought it was. Alright, I can see, for the last month, let's see how much I've earned. Scroll down a little bit. Off of the last month, in terms of ads, okay. Last month, like, actually, this is the last payout, I think? Wait, what was this payout? Will it tell me? I don't think it'll tell me. Okay. Since February, I think it was February 14th, I made 98 cents, almost $1 in ads. That is a lot better than I thought it was. I don't know how it's that high. Made 98 cents in ads in a month. Let's see if can I check any other? No. 98 cents. $1. Wow. Yeah. The dollar, I would rather gladly give up that dollar. That dollar means nothing to me if I could make people happier and turn off the ads. Cause I have a feeling someone tabs into stream, they have to wait through an ad like it's their first time here. They're not gonna probably stick around. I know I wouldn't want to stick around if there was an ad. If I don't know if there's any value to be had after that ad, I wouldn't do it. If I could just not have ads and give more people a chance to be happy in my stream, then hey, hell yeah, I'd turn off the ads. How much did you make? Let's see. $1 almost off of just ads or in total. I'm fine with sharing the total because everything I earn on Twitch I have not spent unless it was to like further the stream. It's all just been sitting in a bank account. If you want to hear the full amount, I'm fine with sharing the full amount and like breaking it down if you're really interested. If you just want ads, it was 98 cents. Okay, they only pay out if it's $50 or more. They did pay out in February. Actually, I don't know. So I was looking at the payout. I don't know if I got paid out in January, so that might have been 2 months worth of stuff. I didn't check. I didn't check to see if it was, like, everything. Because this would have been what I got March. It pays out March 14th. Like, the 14th of every month, I'm pretty sure, is, like, second week. 14th. Always on the 14th is when it pays out. Yeah, it's way too low. Unfortunately, there are too many streamers in the category that make money just to justify a bump in revenue. It's not, like, okay, if you have thousands of viewers, so if I made, assuming this was just 1 month, this is not January plus February. I don't know if, wait, here. Let me check my Google really quick. Let me see when the last time I was paid out before that, because again, you have to meet a minimum threshold. Gmail. Let me check. Let me see how often, like, when I got paid out, because I'll half it if I didn't get paid out in December. Pay out. How do I find this? Twitch. Count. Stream report. No. When did it pay me out? Can I stream summary? Okay, let's inbox. Couldn't have been that long ago. Stream summary. YouTube. It's got to be somewhere. I'm very interested. Now I'm like curious. You guys piqued my interest on what was going on with this, and I can't fathom. Stream report. Throne. Processed? I don't know what word. Throne. Gifted. No, why? Password reset. Yeah, that's not it. YouTube Kids, parental consent? Where did I have YouTube Kids? Hello? Yeah, I don't see... yeah, this is not... We're gonna run off of the thing. We're gonna assume this is 1 month. Twitch is not telling me if this is 1 month or more. So, assuming... What was the question we were gonna ask again? Assuming it was 1 month, is 98 cents. Yeah. Assuming. That seems really high, though. That seems really high. Like, it's too many ads. Yeah, I have mine at the bare minimum. Let's look at earnings again. Maybe view my payouts. When was my last payout? Previous payout period? Processing February's number. Can I... Okay. Okay, wait. Nope, that's amount of time watched. That's not it. Can you put this in a better format for me, please, Twitch? I normally never care. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna check my bank account. My bank account tells me. Alright, I'm gonna lose tracking for 1 second. Bank account. Open up the bank account. Input that. Sign in. You gonna ask for 2-factor? No. Yes. Okay. 2-factor. Fantastic. Okay. I was paid out this month. Okay, yes. I was paid out every month. January paid me out for December. February paid me out. Okay. So we are looking at 1 month. This number is a 1 month thing. Okay. That's all we need to know. Okay. Get 40 per stream with one. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Mulk. Welcome in, by the way. Yeah, no, 98 cents. Looking. Okay, wait. Is this... Let me... Oh, this is the current payout period. Right? No. I'm so confused. I don't even... Okay, this is just going off the last month. So, between today March, whatever it is, March 15th? Is March 15th between February 15th. I have made 98 cents in ads. It personally is not worth it. Granted, I don't stream very often, but that's definitely not 40 cents a stream. As someone who averages about 10 viewers, it's not, you know, it's like, it's just not worth it. If I can make those 10 people happier and possibly bring on more people because I have less ads, then that'd be fantastic. Also, Green Bean, hi! Oh god! Thank you for the bit scales!
This is more cents in bits than 1 month of ads.
It is! It is! You see the point? You see the point? Thank you for the bits, so... Hey, Scales! You've already beaten Twitch on ad payment! Congratulations! Hi! Again, for anyone who is not up to date on what I've been doing during this stream, I am chewing gum. I apologize if this... I know you're not supposed to chew and talk. I am chewing gum because we're basically doing an experiment. I had caffeine gum earlier, and now we're just chewing gum to see if I can stay more on focus, if that actually helps me stay focused. So, I do have gum in my mouth right now, so I apologize if I sound awkward. I apologize if, like, anything's there. I just want to bring that up to attention again. I'd from new stream. You know, that's true. It's very true. It's adds me nothing in the face of the Scales ooze. See, those 10 viewers are normally Fog, myself, and a few others. No, okay, yeah, it's normally the exact same people. And that's perfectly fine. I'm just happy, like, I don't care how many people, like, even if I'm only streaming to one person, I'm happy that even one person is interested in what the heck I have to say. Especially because, like, I've had people come up to me and be like, you only can average 10 viewers? Sometimes you only have 3 viewers? What are you doing? I'm like, why does it matter if I only have 3 viewers? Think of it this way. If you had 3 people randomly show up to your house, would that not seem weird? That would seem weird to me. Could you imagine having 10 people just show up at your house, only interested in what you have to say and what you're doing? That would be a lot. Are you saying that's not a lot if 10 people are taking time out of their day to go and watch you and, like, are actually interested in what you're talking about? That's a lot of people to me. You know what next Saturday is? Next Saturday is Cookie Run pre-release time for Braveverse, but something tells me that's not what you meant. If I had to guess. This is a weird... No, I don't think it's weird. Okay, think of it this way. So basically, when you stream, right? You're basically inviting people into your life. You're sharing, unless you really have a persona that you're keeping up, you're giving people a taste of your daily life. How is that different than inviting someone to come hang out with you at your house? Half of which you didn't even tell about coming. Like, if someone randomly pops into your Twitch stream, that's no different than someone randomly coming up to you and being like, hey, how you doing? Like, on the middle of the street. So imagine if 10 people came up to you on the middle of the street and were like, hey, how you doing? That would be, I'd be pretty, you know, surprised if that many people were interested in what I had to say. So I don't know. It makes sense to me. Does it make sense to everyone? Probably not. But I'd like to pretend the logic stands that it doesn't matter. Like, just anyone... Oh, I'm up a ladder. Let me put this in the corner because I don't want to get... There we go. It's just there. Most people well, most VTubers have character and lore. Characters usually end up being in yeah. Idealized? Wait, what's an idealized version of ourselves? Like, it's just like a exaggerated, basically? Is that what the word means? I think. Each time you join stream? It's a 1-year anniversary? That's magical. That's magic. How's it been a year already? I remember when you first found my stream, Sky. You're making me feel old, and it's... where is the time going? Honestly, I don't remember. When was my anniversary of streaming? I don't remember. I want to say, I know it was during, like, fall, right? like late summer, early fall. I need to start planning because I know it's not soon, but the time is flying and I'm scared and I want to do something. I don't even remember how is this. How many years? July 5th for the first stream? Okay, so that is coming up. I want to do something for it. Probably not like a civathon. Maybe a civathon. Probably not a civathon. Like something special. Maybe another 12-hour stream or something. Like something big. I want to do something big for it. Streaming for ages. I thought there was someone watching me, but just had your own stream open. You know, honestly, I would do that to myself. My mom would open my streams and I'd always think that I had like an extra viewer than I did. And just having that number, like my first few streams, I didn't stream to anyone, or not to anyone. I didn't stream to looking at the number. I never paid attention to the numbers, but I'd always look at the recap afterwards and I'd be like, oh, I hit X amount of viewers. Oh my God. And I'd just be happy. And yes, one of them was me and one of them was my mom, but just having the number made me happy. So honestly, if it helped too, thinking that you had someone, then it's good. If it didn't help, I'm sorry, but Civial VODs? Civial VODs is not up to date, by the way. Civial VODs is something that came out late. Most of my VODs, there's a few that I saved manually that I uploaded to YouTube. It is a very recent thing. And if there's... Honestly, Foggy's been the one that's been uploading from Twitch to the VODs channel. I need to go through and update settings and titles and stuff on a lot of them because I haven't looked at that channel in a while. We're not in... Yeah. It's a very recent addition. One of your older viewers. It's so hard to think about everyone because there's some people that joined originally because of, like, when I first made the Discord server, which is probably, God, a month? Question mark? Maybe only a few weeks. It was very soon after I started making my first videos. So, lore of my channel, not very deep, but still existing. I started by making YouTube shorts / Instagram shorts, or Instagram reels / TikTok shorts. Very quickly, I stopped uploading to TikTok because I hate TikTok. And it wasn't pushing anyway, so I'm like, hey, this doesn't matter. So then I went to just Instagram and YouTube, and I made shorts, and one of the first things I did, after making a few stories, is I did a giveaway, where I opened up my Discord server. I said, hey, join my Discord server, do a giveaway, and I'm gonna be giving away, I think it was originally 2 3D printed figures of my model. And I'm like, hey, join, have fun. Oh, what did I hit? How do I, guys, how do I unnozzle my nozzle? I don't like this. I don't, what did I hit? E? Q. T. And G. C. Okay, C. C. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so that was one of the first things I did. And I know some people are still around from that initial giveaway. Granted, the 2 people that won the initial giveaway are not people that are like currently active, but they're still in the Discord server. Actually, I take that back. Silent is still pretty active. Silent was one of the original giveaway winners. August 31st, 2023 was when the server was made, released to the public around September. Did it take that long for us to release it? I remember, like I don't know if they still have fancy titles, but all of the peoples that basically say peoples I know IRL in the server are people that helped me set up the server. I remember all those nights. A lot of those nights I was like dog sitting, working on the server. And it didn't take very long. And I was having fun. But whatever. Where am I going with this? I don't remember where I'm going with this. But anyway, there's a lot of people that joined from that initial giveaway that were active for quite a long time. Even more so that aren't active anymore. But I remember pretty much everyone that was active from that time. And it's always hard to think, like, hey, there's a whole bunch of people that came around. And, like, I hate that I don't remember absolutely everyone. Like, I want to remember everyone. We had a lot of really fun game nights early on. in 23, especially December of 23. I want to bring that back. I just don't know how to bring it back exactly. Like, we're gonna have the new event coordinators are gonna do event coordinating stuff, and I'm gonna do my best to join in with every event, because recently I wasn't able to because schedule problems, but we're gonna do it. The oldest member, not including your IRL folks. Okay, funny story about the oldest member, right? The oldest member, other than the IRL folks, joined the server. So when I uploaded that video for the Discord giveaway and everything, I had class. It was an English class that I had. And I had to, because I was going to be in class when the video uploaded on Instagram and Discord or YouTube, I had to add the Discord to my profile. Someone joined the Discord server before the video went live, and they were the first person there, and they're like, hey, there's nobody here. And I'm like, how did you find out about the Discord server? And they're like, I saw it on your profile and I clicked it. I'm like, people check my profile without prompting? So the first person that joined didn't even join for the giveaway or the video. They just joined because they saw a link. And I don't think they're still in the server. If they are, that'd be really funny. But they just joined just to join, and they didn't immediately leave, to my knowledge, either. People want to interact with if you are present and not with each other. That's fair. That's fair. But at the time, like, I don't know what prompted other than the giveaway. I don't know, and that one random person hitting a link. I don't know what prompted people to want to talk in the first place. I don't know how to bring that back either. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to bring that back. I don't know if that's just because it was, like, the primary audience was from Shorts, not Twitch. I don't know if that's the difference. Hey guys, friendly sign, if you want peoples to talk to, you can go talk to peoples. Only problem is now, there is also cliques. Like, there's definitely friend groups that have formed within the server. And I bet that also makes it pretty hard for new people to want to talk to the other people. Especially because, like, I know personally if I join an existing server, I'm gonna feel left out because, like, other people don't know me. I don't know other people. I don't know if there's a really easy way to integrate into the community. People just need to talk. Others will talk. Will they? You fucking get along. You guys get along great. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, guys, can I just mention I spent 2 hours in the same building, like I said I would. I'm almost done, though. Bet there's a- wait, can I? Realized I've been using a nozzle that was too small this entire time. Milk is the only one that could challenge that. I think Milk could challenge a lot of things. Milk just doesn't want to challenge a lot of things. Crazy said you got this community with friend groups and you never managed, because you started this way. It's crazy when you got this community with friend groups and you remember that it's because of you. That's true. Okay. I don't know the full extent of it, but I guess Foggy, correct me if I'm wrong. You never knew most of the people in the server, if any, like, you never knew anyone in the server before. Like, you didn't know Milk before, correct? You guys met in the server? Like, I take it most people you talk to here you met in the server, right? I could be wrong. Knew no one from the server? Okay, so that alone, even if I was to stop streaming today, the fact that, like, you, Takara, Milk, how many hours have you guys, like, talked? Have you talked to those people? How many hours? Everyone I talked to now replaced anyone you knew. Okay, I don't know how to feel about that. But the fact that the server was able to change someone's lives, hopefully for the better, hopefully for the better, is enough that even if I stopped streaming today, I would be happy with what I accomplished. The fact that somehow I brought people together, be it for good or for bad, for stress or for worse, it was, enough to change someone. That means enough to me. May the server be as active, or, like, everyone can talk about the glory days of the server. The server still exists. The server is still bringing people in. And that means something, right? Kara, Vex, Dark, and the people I talk to the most. I don't know what hours. I don't want to think about how lonely. Okay, whatever. Your wife for the worst? But you met me, Lucan! But you met me! Are you saying that I was not a good person to meet? You sure about that? Oh. I'm glad. I'm glad the server was able to help. Like, it means a lot. Like, truthfully, when I made the server, yes, I was trying to bring people together. I didn't expect it to actually work, though. Granted, I did do it with an incentive of, hey, look, fancy statue. That no one probably cares. Like, when I made those statues, I'm like, no one's gonna actually care. No one knows. Like, I have not been making content enough for someone to actually care of, hey, I want a physical model of this random streamer that I saw on Instagram and or YouTube. It's like, I didn't think anyone would actually care. But the fact that people did made me happy. I also don't know if I'd be able to do it the same. It's like, Instagram has not pushed the same as it was back then. I'm pretty sure 90% of the people came from Instagram rather than YouTube. True, I was fun calling Spy the overlord and boss, and he hated it. And Spy is one of the people that, you know, definitely influenced the server a lot. Thank you for the bit, Scales.
I also have merch. I'll be adding items as I get some more designs and ideas. Carrot merch here.
Did it just say carrot merch here? Earned a 5k bit. You've donated 5k worth of bits, Scales? Holy crap. Huh. Okay, I need to spit out this gum. I'm now spitting out the gum right before I can have issues. I'm gonna not chew gum till I know if we're gonna do more with this. I know we've already hit 2 hours. I don't need to go anywhere until at least 2:30. It just depends on what I want for lunch and how long that's gonna take to make. Also, all of you guys crap on microwaves, but can I at least say microwaves are a lot faster than the air fryer. Is the air fryer better for some things? Absolutely. But does it also take 3 times as long? Absolutely. And what if I just want a quick meal? What if I just want my SpaghettiOs? My air fryer can't cook my SpaghettiOs. Just 100 more channel points? How long does it take to get 100 channel points? Especially as a tier 3. My god, tier 3 still. You love microwaves for pies? What pie do you put in the microwave? What kind of... I'm so confused. What do you... What? Huh? Whatever. I'm gonna finish this. Once I get the big amount of dirt, should be enough. Right? Once I clean this. I was kind of hoping to just like skim through it. Oh my god, I'm missing a big piece, aren't I? What? Where is their dirt? Where is their dirt? In the corners? Where? Oh, that's not done either. Ooh, it's really rusty. I didn't even realize I didn't clean this. Or that ramp. I thought I was almost done! Should have realized it didn't click for me yet. Not working. Meat pies, you're Australian? Having a sim moment? What? Huh? What? I crap on microwave because it's you, but solid 1/4 of your food is made from- Then, why crap on the microwave if you use a microwave? It's good for heating up water too, because it's faster than a tea kettle. You guys crap on the tea kettle for some reason. Or the not using a tea kettle. I don't understand that either. Thank you for the bed scales! There we go. Okay.
Your February recaps of your let's check out what you achieved together in February times streamed zeros of y'all streamed 0 times this month's of y'all's community send
What?
0 chat messages this month. The
What?
stats are wrong.
Why is my well, how is that my February where does that show up for you guys? Like surely I have a different surely there's a different recap than that. Surely. So where the hell is this dirt? I know I streamed in February. I know I got stuff in February. So I thought I already cleaned these stairs. Did I not clean these stairs? Okay, apparently I didn't clean those stairs. Alright, we're just gonna hover over things. Yeah, the skate park floor. Where is the dirt? I have... Is it in the corner here? No, where is the dirt? Right, your recap? How do I... On your Twitch page? Can I see a okay, now you guys recap. Analytics... Stream summary? Can I can check individual streams. Can I check... I can check individual. Is there a way to check multiple streams? Wait, if I check a February stream, check February 1st. No, there's definitely data there. I can see data for individual streams. Whole world does things wrong. No, pumpkin pie. Like when you said that, I was thinking of pumpkin pie, and I'm like, I would not put pumpkin pie in the microwave. Personally, that's not it. All right, wait. Overview. We want. Overview for February 14th to March 15th. Average viewers 12, average followers 34, average subscribers 23, time streamed 26 hours and 50 minutes. I don't know why it's saying anything different. That's weird. And yeah, I know, but I don't know why, like the data's there. The data's there. I don't know why it's not giving it to the public. Do I need to hit a setting for that or something? Like, is there a setting I just didn't hit? Can you normally see my recap? Where is the dirt? Where is the dirt? Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Let me move this over so Hello, my name is Sibyl, and today I'm going to tell you about bald. Bald is being bald, so very cool. I'm going to be aerodynamic, so I'm gonna go bald now with my haircut. Anyways, here's some ooh-oos. Ooh-oo-ooh-oo-oo. There you scales I hate. Oh god! Guys, I'm aerodynamic now. Aren't you happy? Aren't you proud? Scales saved up big points for this, just to prove a point. Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy, kids? Okay, we're... Good one, yeah, I gotta clip that epic moment. Yeah, I can't find this freaking dirt. There's apparently 1% of dirt left. Where? I'm looking in all the corners. I'm looking... Where is there dirt? Dirt, hello. Where are you? Where is it? Does this count as skate park? No, it's a ramp. Pieces are so tiny. There's gotta be something big somewhere, right? We're just gonna go like this, and we're gonna hope that we hit stuff. Where is the dirt? Okay, this is- oh, this is just the section I went over with the big spray that's causing the issue, so if we just go over it more, then in theory... should be fine, right? It's like microscopic dirt particles that it's yelling at me for. Please clean those microscopic dirt particles? Maybe? It's going down. Flip made? Oh! Okay, we'll use the slightly smaller big spray. Fantastic. Okay. What else is there? Big spray was actually going down, by the way. Ramp. Something- oh, it's rail. Rail's not done. Is it rust? No, I think it's just under dirt. I go like this, right? You know, I thought we were gonna be done with this a lot sooner. Where I saw how close everything was. There we go. Okay, let's look around. Ramp, skate park. Is there a different railing that's not done? Is rail done? Yeah. Apparently there's more than 3 things that aren't done. This wall being one of them. Okay. Am I missing like a big section or something? Okay, 3 things. Gate. This is the only gate I know of. Yeah. Okay. Rails. Rails? Railing. Railing. Where else is there a rail? This rail, maybe? Rail. Okay. Rail. 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 Okay. Walls. Times 3. Alright, that's a wall. That's a wall. There's a wall that needs cleaned. Yes, you need the ceiling cleaned. So we're gonna climb up here. I have to actually move the ladder. Here, I see the dirt. Okay. 2 walls. What else is there a wall that needs? Is it over here? Wall, 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 wall? No. Wall. 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 That's not the wall. Okay, number 1, 2, or 3. 1 being a repeat, 2 and 3 being new. Is there any number I should avoid, Foggy? You made me second guess myself before. Genuine agony? No one wants to be in genuine agony, right? I think. Unless you have something else to say. I don't think anyone should want to be in constant agony. Nothing to avoid this time? Then let's try 2. Let's try 2, Foggy. Let's try 2. I think 2 is a good number. I like the number 2. I like the number 1 more, but you said repeat. I don't want to repeat. I want 2. Okay, 1 more wall. Where is this last wall? Wall. Okay. Guys, we're almost done. We're almost done. I think it's just the roof up there. Okay, wait. We're almost done. We almost fixed the skate park. Interesting choice. You said there was no one to avoid. Okay, we did it. We did it. We can go home now. Guys, look how long this took. This took forever. This took forever. Even the speed laps took forever. Did I do this the best way? Probably absolutely not. But wow. Okay. Continue. Fantastic. Took you long enough? Okay. We're gonna clean the bike and then we're gonna be done, okay? Actually, can I shop? What's worth buying? What would make this go faster if I have enough money for it? What would make it go better? Would it be the power washers or the equipment? Should I buy the washer? I feel like the washer. Metal cleaners? Oh, see ya, Scales! Thank you for coming by! Or cleaners. I want, like, permanent things. Unless there's, like, a nozzle that'll... No. Okay. Change the washer, it cannot be used when close to a surface. Cleaning liquids. Actually, I own everything. I don't want cleaning liquid. I want... Would this be a bad purchase? Would this be a bad purchase? Actually, I'm gonna have money left over. Can I purchase this and not worry about, like, would this hurt? It's stats. Buy it? Perfect. Okay. I don't want cleaning liquids. I bought it. I bought it. I bought it. I bought it. Damn it. Well, alright, we're gonna career, continue, bicycle, start. Equipment. I can change that. I can change that in the game, can I not? This one, right? Oh wait, there's more equipment. Oh well. 2 just ended. Let's go with 1 then. Be-do-be-do-ba. Why is tire spelled like that? We get the thing. I also don't like this, other than the tire, is all one piece. Also, why does it matter if you power wash the tire itself? E3. Clothing. That's not important. Alright, sidecar. I feel like this is gonna be a lot faster than I want it to be. Maybe not. Maybe the sidecar is just easier. Or is this just what having better equipment does for you? It just makes everything easier. It's like, unless this thing just wasn't rusty at all, this is going a lot quicker. 1, 2, or 3 with 2 and 3 being repeat. I like the number 1. I want the number 1. Now that 1's not a repeat, I want the number 1. Windshield. Well, what do you mean, welp? Was I supposed to, you didn't tell me if I had to avoid something, Boggy. Is that wrong? Wait, can I reach the fuel tank on the inside? Apparently I can. What else is there? Exhaust. Both exhausts different? Are they the same in terms of this? I'm like cleaning things I'm not even like aiming for. I want to clean this exhaust and I don't know. On the inside, is that? Oh my god, I'm starting to feel like the motor compartment's gonna be the biggest thing. Hard thing to include in names. I see. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Can't you just copy paste though? Doesn't copy paste fix a lot of the issues? Alright, I definitely think the chewing helps my process a lot. But whatever, whatever. Spoke set. Okay, and blood guard. Did I get the exhaust? No, this exhaust. There we go. Alright, swing arm. Absolutely no idea what that is. Is it this? That's sidecar mounting. What is the swing arm? We'll get the tire then, or the spoke set. Get the spoke set. Clean the spoke set. Okay. Side mirrors. I didn't even need to figure out what it was. Side mirror. Side mirror. See, easy job. Easy money. Feel like that was a lot more worth it than anything else. I feel like that's also partially due to my stuffs though. Fantastic. Alright. Continue. Back. Shop. Shop. Equipment. Bye. 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 I can't buy anything else. Good job. Is there anything else small? That's not small. Is this just a- no. Wait. Continue. Guys, can we do one more car? I want to do a vroom vroom. Can we do one more vroom vroom? Can we do a vroom vroom? Unusable. Why is that a command? Huh? We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a car. We're doing a car. We're not doing the fire truck. Nuh-uh. We're doing a car. We're doing old jalopy. There we go. Right. Equipment. Perfect. Cruise range will being able to use quite close to surface. Yeah, okay. Just go over really nice and slow with this. And then in theory, everything will be fine. Actually, does this whole car count as metal? Can I just... Can I just cleaning liquid it? I think I can just cleaning liquid it, right? How do I... What's the shop button? I know there's a way... There we go. Shop. Liquids. We want metal cleaner. Metal. Okay. Gonna put in the metal cleaner. Gamble alt. Good job, Dart. Okay, this works pretty good for the car. I don't know how much of the car isn't considered metal, but most of it should be considered metal. Most of it's rusty, so it's working pretty well. Also, does the cleaner just affect it as it is, or do I, like, then need to power wash over it? Like, does power washing over it make it easier to clean? Or is it, like, only a cleaner as itself? Because that, I do not know. I'm not 2'1"! I am 5'10", damn it! How much do I need to say this? I am tall, I am 5'10", I am not 2'1". I am taller than my, my Black Sapphire plushie that can stand at 5'3". I am much taller than it, so that it is lying. I'm not okay, to someone who is taller than me, sure, you can call me short, but you cannot lie about my height. I will not lie about my height. You do not lie about your height or my height. So we're good. If you are something of 6 foot or taller, then you can call me short. If you are 5'10" or 5'11", you are not allowed to call me short. Because that's just rude. Especially when you're only 1 inch taller. If you're 2 inches taller or more, then sure, you can call me short. I do not care. It's taller than my Overwatch duo. It's not a body pillow, by the way. But, it is tall. It is very tall. People, I don't know why people don't believe in the height of it either. I've come across a lot of people that are like, hey, especially during that live stream when it got shown to the Cookie Run VAs, there was a lot of people like, are you sure that's really 5 foot? I'm like, I can put a tape measure, I can lay it on the ground, put a tape measure up to it. Yes, it is 5'3". He does not stand at 5'3". He does not stand very well at all. I'm very lucky if he can stand at 5 foot, although I think he's so slouchy that most of the time he stands at like 4'10". Because he cannot support the weight of his own head. But he's a little fancy. Is the hood not considered metal? Is the metal cleaner not actually clean off rust like I was hoping it would? Am I wrong? Is this not metal? What can I use to clean that off then? Will the all-purpose cleaner work? Cleaning liquids. Or did I run out of- oh, I think I ran out of metal cleaner, right? Shop. My metal cleaner, I'm gonna buy multi-purpose. Then we're gonna use, how do I use the cleaning liquid? Oh, I think I was just out. I was just out of metal cleaner. Okay. That would explain a lot, actually. I see why you recommended metal cleaner now, honestly. Makes everything a lot easier. The $10, completely worth it. Does it go through any level of anything? What is that command? Alright, we're gonna... multi-purpose. That one part of this is just called car. Headlight, grill, headlight. Car. Car. Clean the wheel well. Car. Okay. What else is left? Mirror. Perfect. Glass, door, car. Why did that get... I don't understand. I don't understand. I think I'm dumb. I don't understand. I don't think it's really surprising that I don't understand what that command is good for, but I don't understand. Can someone explain it to me? Like, I'm dumb. Perfect. Wheel. This mirror is probably not done. Mirror is indeed not done. There we go. Windscreen. Where is the thing? 1, 2, 3, or 4 with 2 and 3. Wait, did number 1? You know. Okay. I don't know. You know, let's go with. God, let's go with 3. Let's go with 3, Foggy. Let's go with 3. I know it's a repeat. Let's go with 3. I'm gonna... Alright, that's enough power washing. That's enough power washing for today. We found out some useful information. Let me close this really quick. Let's go over here to just chatting. And let's drag chat over so I can actually read what you guys are saying for this second. There we go. Okay. Horror. Horror. Let's go with 4. Let's go with 4, Foggy. Let's not go into horror. I wanna be able to think. Let's go with 4, Foggy. Let's go with 4. Let's change to 4. How about that? How about that, Foggy? Let's change to 4. But fine. What do you mean, No, no horror. No horror. I refuse. I refuse. We're not going to horror. Anyway. Thank you guys for coming to today's stream. We learned some important stuff about gum. Apparently, caffeine does make me better with one-track mind conversations. We're gonna see how that... We're gonna do experimenting. We're gonna have an extra stream next week. Tuesday. I'll at least make the post about Tuesday's stream. I'll try and get everything out tonight. It's gonna be later tonight. But, we're gonna have that. We're gonna do stream. We're gonna do stream with stuff. And yeah, that's what's going on. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna try just chatting, me, talkie, no stuff, and then we're gonna try normal gum, and then we're gonna try the really heavy duty caffeine gum that I should be getting in tomorrow. That's what's gonna happen. Saturday and Sunday will be game streams. I'm not sure what they're gonna be, but they should be gaming. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for coming to today's stream. Thank you for sticking around and watching me chew gum most of the time as I try and tell stories. I need to drink a lot of water and go get food because, you know, food's nice and my throat is not feeling great and I don't know what that's a part of. But anyway, thank you. Oh yeah, and I will read the poem. I will read the poem while I'm making my food, and then I will go and do the checking the list. And you know, I will not forget. Trust me. I asked for a Cookie Run poem and I'm excited to read a Cookie Run poem, Lucan. Yeah, I'm not forgetting. I'm not forgetful. The caffeine helped with something. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for coming to today's stream, and I'll see you next time. AKA Tuesday, AKA I can't find my ending soon screen. There it is! And thank you for the follow, Toad! We are ending off, but thank you! And yeah, see you guys!